Hey guys, Artosis here with CasterMuse Narak Star League Season 4. This is the third place match, and it's game number 3 between BishOp and yabsab. This is a best of 5. And right now, BishOp leads it 2-0. So this is where yabsab really needs to put up a fight, get himself on the board, or he is going to be finishing in 4th place with a little bit less prize money, a little bit less prestige. So far, I think BishOp has played like really well. He's played just some strong macro games, really modern bio play. That last game on Eclipse, I thought that was such a neat build where he went for the Academy Rush, but also very quick 3 racks, which gave him a bigger amount of units in the mid game, right? Like he kind of scaled into this amount that was kind of funny and kept yabsab off his back, got into his tech, his Valkyries. It was really well done. Now, this map, Ascension, 3-player map, definitely plays a little bit different. I see a lot of Terrans go tech builds here against Zerg. I don't think it's like something that you have to do, but it's just something I've noticed, right? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if BishOp does go for something like, I mean, possibly a 2-port Wraith. He's shown that a couple times in this tournament. Possibly a Goliath build. It could be a 1-1-1. Feels like those are coming back into style a little bit. Over here on yabsab's side, interesting. I think this is just, yeah, this is straight up a 9 pool. Okay. So, I mean, a 9 pool will stop any sort of forward barracks play. Against this, it's like the worst thing you could ever imagine. You can't come up with something that this is going to be weaker against than what BishOp is doing, unfortunately. So notice BishOp has this full wall. This is Zergling tight. And he's going to be going up to factories. So he's going to have like a million ways to punish the 9 pool. Whereas for the 9 pool, it's like just going to be less drones, some Zerglings that aren't useful, a later hatchery. Yeah, this is looking real good for BishOp. I hope that yabsab's able to make some magic happen. All right, his Overlord gets up here, and you know that he just shook his head that that there's a wall here already. You don't have to wall on this map, but this is a fantastic wall for this position. Lifts up, sends the SCV out. Zergling's going to go straight up. I wonder if they're going to, yeah, maybe try to catch the SCV. But honestly, they just can't really get... Oh, he doesn't even kill the SCV. He sends one after it. Overlord peeks in and sees the gas, which again is the worst case scenario. Like if you're going command center, maybe he can force a cancel and force you to restart your main base. Then suddenly the 9 pool is pretty good. But in this case, yeah, you're going to attack the depot. I mean, you're going to because you need to get something done. At least make him repair, right? And he will send his SCVs to repair. But there's just not a chance to actually kill the depot, to actually do damage. Looks like he's going to try to spend the health on some of the Zerglings, like let all of them take a little bit of damage. Just a little bit more repairing, a little bit of lost mining time. In the meantime, over here for BishOp, for yabsab, he throws down the Hydralisk Den. So this is a 2-base Hydralisk Den. We don't see a lair. I mean, it's probably just a Hydra all-in because his position is very weak. But also, let's not forget that BishOp has done a lot of Wraith builds so far. That's not the case this time. He's made a Vulture. He's going command center. So what this looks like is likely a 1-1-1, but it could be a Goliath build. Now, yeah, Hydra speed. This is going to be an all-in from yabsab. He's not even making drones here. He's all done on the drones. The Vulture's coming. Oh, man. This is bad, guys. This is not looking good for yabsab. This series may be ending. Okay, the Hydra comes out. Because, like, you can't just let the Vulture kill you, so you have to show that you're going Hydra. Oh, man. Like, I mean, all that BishOp needs to do here is make bunkers, make Marines. Personally, I think he should go for a siege tank. Oh, okay, he's actually going armory, so it was a Goliath build. But, yeah, as long as he makes stuff, he's good. It's like, Hydras can power down a bunker reasonably well, but that's about it. Like, they don't really do that well against Marines. They don't do well against SCVs. Okay, he's got the speed upgrade, sending a few Hydras up. Another Vulture coming out and seeing what's what. Okay, sees the Hydras there. Second factory coming up. Okay, yeah, he's going to get the add-on, and okay, some drones being made. The layer going up. The Hydra's unable to do much. I guess it puts Bishop into a defensive stance, right? Like, he's being careful. He's keeping his units in his main base for defense. He's keeping some SCVs off of the minerals. He's made 4 Marines. Like, normally with a mech build, you won't make this many Marines. You'll make, like, 1 Marine. But he's got to play a kind of turtle game here because Hydra Bus is pretty much the only way he can lose. Let's see what Yabsab can change into. Okay. Spire coming up. So that's his next idea, is to go Spire. Unfortunately for him, Bishop is going into Goliath still. 3rd factory already started. We don't see the range upgrade. We do see +1 attack. Okay. That kind of tells us that he's expecting possibly a longer game. Okay, but you know what? I don't hate the idea from Yabsab. If you over-counter his Hydralisk play, if you act as if he's just going to be going Hydralisks, like what I said at the beginning, for instance, that shows kind of the difference between me and Bishop, because I suggested, maybe he should get a Siege Tank here, right? You're playing against Hydras, why not get a Siege Tank? But honestly, Bishop looks at it and says, he's like thinking an extra step ahead. He says, okay, I get the bunker. I don't need the Siege Tank. I can actually just make Goliaths, and that can support the bunker. But also, these will counter Mutalisks. So the only other things you can do from there as Zerg is Lurkers or Mutas, right? Like that's basically it. Those are the only choices before Terran's going to get real intel on what's going on. So he's actually, it's a softer counter to the Hydras. The Goliaths are. It's a softer counter than those Siege Tanks that I suggested. But at the same time, it counters basically everything else. Well, I guess not the Lurkers, but like the Lurkers are the weakest choice of all by far. So either way, yeah, I think that was actually quite a brilliant move, and I think I've kind of learned something cast this game of Bishop here. All right, so producing 3 Goliaths at a time. He is throwing down a couple missile turrets. Again, he doesn't have full intel, but he knows something must be going on. The first Mute is flying over. I guess we haven't really seen that much. So he brings a couple Scourge in case he finds a Valkyrie or a Vessel. Oh, man. And as the volleys hit and kill one of the first Mutas, what do you do here as Yabsab? This is getting worse and worse and worse. I'm honestly sitting here trying to think, like, how does Yabsab come back? He's getting the Carapace upgrade. Of course, that's a lot later than the attack upgrade of his opponent. Muta's flying around. He's droning heavily. Like, obviously, you need to kind of cheat on your economy to get it up to par. Yeah, some harassment. Okay. You know, sometimes what we see from Zergs against Goliath builds is just non-stop Mutas. But his Mutas are a little bit late here, so I don't know if he's going to hit that critical mass that actually can beat this. The Marines coming with them as well. That actually adds a lot of DPS to the army. Yeah, the Muta's going to fly back. Is he going to be able to even live through the first attack? I'm unsure of that. Oh, man. He's going to get supply blocked here. So what you see is what you get. He's going to have a Sunken on the way. About 8 Mutas, maybe? 4 Hydras. Oh, God. The supply block becomes worse. 59 of 44. Painful stuff. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's 10 Mutas, 11 Mutas, so a full group. Another Muta is being made, and then we have a Sunken and 4 Hydras. Oh, I don't know. I mean, let's see if he can actually even hold on to this. That is a lot of Goliaths coming down with their +1 attack. The Sunken and Hydras definitely helping, but I don't think it's enough, honestly. Like, even if he technically holds here, he's going to lose everything that he has. And it looks like he's not even going to be able to do that. Comes forward, targets down that Sunken. It's the one dealing the most damage. Goes after the Mutas now. And there's just nothing left for Yabsab. I think we're going to finish this tournament up with Bishop in 3rd place. He's played actually fantastically throughout. Definitely the strongest Terran in this tournament. And amazingly done. Like, this was very, very methodical. Very well thought out. Holds on against the aggression of Yabsab. And yeah, just awesome to see. Down go so many Mutas. Yeah, I mean, Yabsab, it looks like he's going to try one more defense here. because he does have the 3 bases. He doesn't want to go out with an 0-3. Unfortunately, I don't think he gets much say in it this time. Bishop has definitely outdone him. A couple more Goliaths joining the fray. Down goes that 3rd hatchery. Bishop gonna pull back because why not? Going up to another armory and everything. And Azumita's come up and kind of catch this. Yabsab, of course, sees the writing on the wall. He's down at minus 40 supply against the Goliath build. And GG. Bishop in 3rd place.